Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Well, this card seems really good. Kill your best guy, and then when I attack I can buff my own dude. Yeah, that's really good. It's also Bombard, which is probably a close second. I like Moment of Craving a lot. And those are the only three picks I'm really considering here. But let's follow up with, let's take that bishop here. Okay. So follow-up pick, we can take Divine Verdict, which is a good removal spell. Not particularly good in vampires, I would think, because vampires tends to be a more aggressive deck. I actually like this Neckbreaker a lot. Might be the best card in the pack. Forerunner of the Empire is good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Divine Verdict. Second pick, I could take it. I kind of want to take this Neckbreaker. This card's really good. I think we're going to follow with Neckbreaker here. Not going to commit to anything yet. You could probably splash Bishop of Binding too. I don't see why you couldn't. We'll take the Neckbreaker though to follow up. Alright. So now we have a Corsair, we have Hunt the Weak, we have Luminous Bonds, I see. Maybe just Luminous Bonds. Another card you can splash, or could potentially find our way into the Vampire deck. Otherwise, yeah, I'm taking Swagger and Corsair. I think it's early enough where we're just taking the best cards, and Luminous Bonds probably is that. The excellent 3-drop removal spell. Much better than Divine Verdict since you can use it a little more aggressively. So we could take the Sky Marcher here. Also have Squire's Devotion, which I think is pretty good. I actually like the Devotion. I think it's pretty close to Mark of the Vampire. It's not quite Mark of the Vampire, but it's also cheaper. I don't know, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if this card turns out to be better than Mark of the Vampire. And Mark of the Vampire is very good, so I'm not sure. Another chance to take the Corsair. And Sky Marcher is good. I kind of want to take this Devotion, though. If it's as good as I think it is. In such an aggressive format, I think Surprise Lifelink can be a pretty big deal. That's weird. Untap a permanent when it's... I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of cool, actually. It's a good merfolk. So we can take another Devotion. We can take the Recover. I'll probably just take another Devotion. See what happens. Okay, so now we have Dusk Charger. Could take the Moment of Triumph, which is a good trick. I think we'll just take the Moment of Triumph. Be okay with that. I actually like Dusk Legion Zealot quite a bit. I think this card's very... I mean, the reason that I think it's very good is Elvish Visionary was great. This is also a relevant creature type, but you do have to lose a life. So it's worse than Elvish Visionary, which still means in my mind it's pretty good. So we'll take the Zealot here. Alright, I actually like the Glorifier. I think this card is good. Just straight good. I think here we'll probably just take the Sentry. Some late merfolk related stuff, but we'll take the white card here. Alright, get a Conquistador. I think we're pretty happily taking that with double Squire's Devotion and the Bishop of Binding. The Glorifier. Yeah, we've already got some synergies with it. I think it makes sense to take here. That's a late Kitesail Corsair. Guess we'll take it, but... yeah, I don't think Gleaming Barrier is particularly good. Some late green. We'll take the black card that we don't really want to play. We only ended up getting one black card, too. Don't really want to play this either. Huh. I mean, I think we actually ended up okay, surprisingly okay. But, I mean, we have the bomb, we have a combat trick, some premium removal. I think this is actually a fine base to start with. Alright, I think we're just going to let these flow. We're going to have to try and carve our way into black pack 2 if we want any sort of vampire synergy to happen. Alright, they can have the Horn Crest. Well, last pick black card, but might not be a sign. It's not a good black card. What's funny is if you were going to play Gruesome Fate in any deck, a tokeny black-white vampire deck would be where I would assume you'd want it. Yeah, dinosaur related. I think we'd probably just take another Luminous Bond. Hope to wield the Sanctuary or the Conquistador. Okay, Luminous Bond it is. Well, there's a nice pickup for us. We'll get the Lord. Good with our token-related stuff we already have. Maybe even wheel a Recover. Nothing really standing out as exceptional here. Probably just going to take the Scoundrel because it's cheap beats. Okay. So Golden Demise. I think we actually take the Golden Demise, believe it or not. We already have pretty good Devotion. Remember, Squire's Devotion gives you 2 per. If we can get some more token cards, which I'm hoping we can, the one-sided aspect of this card is actually very strong. Otherwise, I'm taking a Raptor Companion, which is also fine, and we're going to need some more creatures, but I'm going to take the Golden Demise. Presume it'll be good. I assume Silent Gravestone is not worth much. That's a safe assumption, 35 cents. So we take the Evolving Wilds. Typically, I think these decks actually have some color intensity to them. So I think that's fine. Otherwise, I'd take a Sun-Crested Pterodon, which I don't really want. I'll take the Evolving Wilds. Who knows? Maybe I have to play this Snubhorn Sentry. I'm not sure. Pride of Conquerors, but we need creatures, and Voracious Vampire is actually pretty good. So we'll take it. Pride of Conquerors is probably at its best in a deck like this too, but we're low enough on creatures, and Voracious Vampire is a very good one. So we can take the Divine Verdict, or we can take the Sun Sentinel. I don't mind taking Verdict. Like I said, this isn't the optimal sort of deck for it. Taking Sentinel, though, is a bit underwhelming just because it's not a vampire, so we don't really have any synergies with it. Guess it's good with Squire's Devotion, but I think I'll take the Verdict. I'm just going to hope that we can find enough creatures at some point. Alright, I guess we can take the Plunderer now. Helps us get to our Ascend, but I don't know how important Ascend is yet. It's basically just for Golden Demise. But we need some more creatures, so okay. Could take Recover. It's good for getting like a Lord back. Or the Bishop Binding. Alright. I mean, we can take the Heliopterus, but it's a pretty bad card for our deck. Pretty overpriced thing. Alright, Cleansing Ray. Otherwise, we could take Traveler's Amulet. Cleansing Ray is like a sideboard card. Traveler's Amulet could theoretically make the deck in a pinch. Just not super excited about it. Guess we'll take the Cleansing Ray. Alright, I guess we'll take Ceratops rather. Don't really want it. Dust Charger's at least good, so I can take that. Alright. We're definitely competing for vampires, which is a bit of an issue, but I think we can still make this come together out of pack 3. Hopefully. I mean, the good news is our removal is very good. Bad news is we need some more things to come together here to really make this deck shine. Like, I don't really want to play this, or this, or this. But we may have to for now. We can bring all these in and find some cuts. Well, Vanquisher's Banner is actually really good if we can... I mean, this card tends to just straight up win games, but I guess I gotta do a count. How many do we actually have? And remember, it's a creature spell of the chosen type. So really, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. That's pretty low. Bloodletter is very premium. We could just take that. I do know that this card can just win games, though. Kind of tempted to take it, but I think we just need premium vampires more, unfortunately. Like, if I don't end up with enough vampires, we're in pretty big trouble. This card is so good, though. Yeah, especially with all the tokens. I think I want to get greedy and just take it and hope we can get there. But Bloodletter is such a good vampire. This is tough. I'm going to take the banner. I know it's greedy, but if I can just find some vampires, we can really make this come together. Alright, we'll take the soldier now. It's actually a really nice pickup for us. Nothing here. Guess we'll take the Vanquish. Guess we'll have to take the Hoarder. Take the Conquistador, it's a nice pickup. Get another Conquistador. Alright, we're getting there. We're going to take them. Especially with this banner. So at least I think we got there. I think we have enough now. Because we can start dumping the non-essential stuff here. Guess dual shot's good against us. Priest of the Awakening Sun, Desperate Castaways, bunch of kind of uninteresting stuff. Might just take the Seeker because it explores. Wears a Squire's Devotion fairly well. There's Rallying Roar too, which is fine. Might just take the Castaway because it's cheap. We don't really have a lot of treasure generation though. I mean, you can also just say human, but I'll take the Castaway. Don't really need any of this. So if we were to do a vampire count, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is actually not that bad. Maybe I want this Dreadnought. Probably more exciting than our other 2 5-drops, I presume. That's a late lookout. We'll probably just take Duress for sideboard. Still really late lookouts. That's crazy. So blue was open. Yeah, we were definitely fighting basically this whole draft with another vampire drafter, but I still think we ended up pretty good, honestly. We have some pretty powerful stuff in here. Like, our removal is very good. Creatures could definitely be better, but we'll figure it out. We'll get this all squared away. So we only need to make 4 cuts. I think there's probably some pretty obvious ones like Prying Blade. We're going to run the Evolving Wilds as well. I guess I can afford to cut 1 creature if I want, like probably the Castaway. Although we do have Banner and Dreadnought now. I still want to keep Recover because We have some important creatures I want to bring back, the Lieutenant and the Bishop. We can probably cut one of our 5-drops pretty easily. I don't know if I like a 5/3 or a 3/5 more. I mean, a 3/5 has an ability. I'd like to cut them both. Maybe I can. Brings us down to like 14 creatures though, which is not ideal. But I kind of like the Dreadnought. I like that it can attack and block fairly well. Maybe we do just dump both of these. And then this is like half a creature. Kind of. And then we still have to make one more cut, which I assume is a non-creature spell. So it could be the Moment of Triumph, or could be a Recover, but I kind of still want to stick with the Recover plan. Don't really want to cut Squire's Devotion. I could just cut the Dreadnought, I guess. Pitiless Plunder is fairly underwhelming, isn't it? I mean, I guess it gives me treasures, but... And it does give it off my token creatures too, which is kind of cool. We'll try the card out, I guess. I do kind of want to keep the Dreadnought, I just don't know. We have 8 vampires for Vanquisher's Banner. Honestly, not as much as I'd like, but it's what we got. Could cut the Moment of Triumph. Probably be okay with that, I guess. It's cheap, but combat tricks are probably a little bit less good than removal in our deck because we only have 14 creatures. I don't know. Overall, I think this deck could have been better if we weren't competing so hard for vampires, but we'll see what we can do with it. 8 and 8. I guess we do... Yeah, 8 and 7, like that. Okay. Well, yeah, not the best deck I've ever run, but it's what we got. So, I guess this is what we'll run, and this is how we'll do it. And we'll see you round 1.